Astrology, it's not a science, but it can say a lot about a person. If you believe in it, that is, some of us do, some of us don't. They're supposed to give you information about what the planets were doing at the exact moment you were born and how all those planets affect each sign. Get that stuff out of the way. Joining me now to talk about all of this is Danielle Arias. She is astrologer and creator of Stars, Moon, and Sun. It's so great to see you. Why has this year been so crazy? I'm just going to get right into it.
Let's jump right into it. Thank you so much for having me. So first of all, we've had a lot of retrograde planets this year. Usually everybody's familiar with Mercury retrograde, but this year we've had several planets retrograde, and they will continue to be retrograde until late February 2021. So this in itself makes for a review, a reconsideration of a lot of things that are happening.
Look at those dates. Everyone jotting those down?
It's the day after my birthday.
Oh, October 16th is the next one. I can't even deal. Okay. I already hear that.
Also, we have Jupiter, the planet of expansion, planet that governs travel and big businesses, is in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn rules limitation. The last time Jupiter visited Capricorn was in 2008, and we had the financial crisis.
Oh, geez.
It happens once every 12 years.
Great.
So this is, I think, that and the retrograde is why 2020 has been kind of chaotic.
Okay, so why does Mercury in retrograde get such a bad rap? What does that exactly mean? All I know is I'm going to get a flat tire, back up everything on my computer. I mean, am I crazy?
I want to say there are some benefits to Mercury retrograde. It's a time of to dust off that old novel, right? If you've started a project, you can certainly review. It's a time of review, reconsideration. Mercury has to do with the messenger. It's the messenger of the gods. So it governs communication, travel, transportation. So it is a good time to make amends. There are positives to retrograde planets, right? It's a reconsideration, a reviewing. So we want to go back, perhaps review the way that we communicate. We want to back up anything. You always expect travel delays. You want to back up anything that you have, any written material, but can be used also in a positive way to reevaluate things.
All right.
So there is some positive that we hardly hear about, because usually we're hearing about travel delays.
Like me, Mercury gets a bad rap. I want to go through my teammates' signs because I understand it, but I want them to. So I want to start with Dan. He is an Aquarius. Look at him. Look at his posture. His body language is already like this. All right.
Stay open, Dan.
Senor Dan.
Aquarius, their keywords are I know. So, Aquarius is a hard, they tend to know everything, which is okay. They're actually one of my favorite signs. Dan is going to have a little bit of a challenging January. We have Saturn, planet of limitation and hard work, entering his sign of Aquarius. So all of the fixed signs are going to be experiencing a little bit of a struggle from 2021 till 2023. You have another Aquarius.
Just 2 years. Happy New Year, Dan. Just 2 years.
It's just 2 years,
And I thought 2020 was bad. I have so much to look forward to for the next 3 years. Thank you very much.
No, I think your hardest point will be in January, and then after things will become easier.
Should all acquaintance.
You know what I say to that?
Well,
I know.
All right. What about Betty? She's a Virgo. We have two Virgos. I'm surrounded by two Virgos.
Yeah.
Yes, Virgos and all of the mutable signs. So also Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius are going to experience some major changes, major illuminations, and fated events. We have an eclipse coming up on November 30th.
Okay.
So this is major change. It can be positive. A lot of times people look at eclipses as something that is ill-fated, but that's not necessarily the case. It can bring positive changes.
Okay,
You look
something
directly into
positive.
It is a full moon eclipse, so it can bring illuminations, realizations, and an eclipse period. If you have been dealing with stuff and you're at your end, eclipse is the time that you cut it off. You're like, I'm not doing this anymore. So it can serve.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's for all of the mutable signs. Major
When's it getting better? You told Dan,
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
Oh no! Well, they both have positives, right? So eclipses add their change, their stimulation. So this is great. And then with the Saturn entering Aquarius, it has to do with working hard. So there's always benefits when we work hard, right? We put in the work, but we see the rewards later. This is the case with Marisol. Saturn
Can we
was in
hold on? Let's go before we start shouting me out, girl. Let's go to OG. Yes, I went through my own Saturn BS. It lasted 10 years, Manna. So 2 years, you're off. You're fine.
to a good start.
Can we go to OG? She's an Aquarius.
I'm a different kind
Yes,
of Aquarius.
I have good news for OJ. She
Ooh. Why does this Aquarius get
No,
good news?
because she has the time of birth and day and whatever and place. Simmer down, Dan.
Thank you.
I'm listening.
We have a new moon in Aquarius that is almost perfectly aligned with your sun on February 11th. New moons are my favorite astrological aspect. So this is a time for you to plant the seeds, to initiate new tasks, and you'll see it, the manifestation later on. But new moons, powerful, powerful energy that represent new beginnings and fresh starts when it's
Ooh.
aligned with your sun, which
And
is
lots of-
She's
Why
going to
is
Hollywood.
Get
She
an
is
eclipse and
going
she
to
gets a
Hollywood.
new moon.
That's a new one.
Danielle,
But you know what? This
quickly-
Aquarius is going to creep into your space.
Are you Aquarius because you're drinking lots of water?
Lots of water.
That's why. I'm gonna start swimming in it.
not a water sign.
Oh, it's
Aquarius
not?
is
Then
not
why does the
a
guy
water
have the
sign.
trident and he's a fishy dude?
Danielle, can you give me a quickie? Am I destined
Yes.
for destruction? What about
Your
Cancer?
Give me a
hard
quickie.
days are over.
My struggle is not over.
No, it is 100% over.
Oh,
This
thank
is
the
the
sweet
time where
Jesus.
you reap the benefits of the hard work you did while Saturn was in Capricorn. You had the eclipses in your sign, which represented a lot of faded, changing points. And now this is your smooth sailing.
Is this guy gonna
Smooth
last?
sailing.
The new guy? Is he gonna last?
Oh my God,
The-
man.
That's what
Is
we
there
all want
anything
to
about
know.
love in there? Marriage?
You know
something?
what? This Yenta behind me
Come on.
is crazy. Danielle,
Oh,
we love you.
that
Can you come back
marriage.
again?
I love you. Thank you.
in